Today's September. Today's September 25th, a Sunday, and after having traded for numerous years, I have not grasped onto a successful setup that I can use. Now, if I am to trade well, I have to figure out a trade, and there are there's some conflicting information about what trades are, how effective trades are. Many of the individuals grade trades based on like A+ to like C or F trades. So they have a certain setup that seems to can be graded into these categories, like A+, to B trades, C trades, and D trades, and F trades. And I'm thinking to myself, now, these are the trades that these professionals do. So it seems to me, pardon me. So I'm looking at the situation where certain trades are A+ trades, certain trades are B trades, and certain trades are C trades, and these professionals trading size is different based on the strength of the trade. It's a A+ trade, or B trade, or C trade, or D trade, or F trade. So whether these individuals take the F trade or not is in question. So if they don't see anything, trades like a C trade or a D trade, they probably don't take. So they probably attempt to trade A+ trades and B trades. And why would they take C trades? So why would these individuals take C trades? That's another question that I don't understand. The other part is now based on certain conditions, these trades may necessarily not be an A+ trade, or a B trade, or C trade. So each circumstance, each situation has a different way of trading. Now, based on that information, I need to come up with a most reliable means to make the trade. So as of today, I'm admitting right now, that the dip and rip trade, I'm not able to grade whether it's a so okay, so that's what it is. That is essentially what it is. It's essentially telling me that the dip and rip and dip, these are setups that are gradable based on certain conditions. So the concept is well known. Whether the dip and rip, for instance, or dip and rip is whether a A+ trade, or a D trade, or an F trade, based on certain additional information that flows through. So so it's not a very simple thing to do. It's a multi-dimensional way of analyzing how the trades are made. And so how the setup is traded, each of the concept of bag of tricks, pardon me, each of the concepts that are considered can be an A+ day, or a B day, or C day. So these are the things that I need to look into to analyze and incorporate into my trading. It's not just a single thing, it's a multi-thing. It's a multi-dimensional trading. It's not a single dimensional trading. So if I were to look at what in particular impacts what trading is understanding that a setup will work in certain times, and can be an A+ or D+. It'll wane based on what the market condition is. So on a bull market, where there's a dip and rip is a very good idea to take. It's a higher probability trade. But on a bear market, dip and rip usually entails a most likely a fake out that will trigger a stop loss, and so that trade will be nullified. The more interesting concept of that, it's fascinating. So what are the dynamics? What are the dimensions of the trade? What are the dimensions of the trade? So I need to look into this. So what I am attempting to do is dip and rip will work, and however, there are two things that are very, very important. One of them is trend trading, which essentially is detecting the early and onset of the trend, and then getting into the point where I get in to take the meat of the trade and then exit when the trade is waning, becomes a D trade or a B. So initially, it's fascinating. So when a setup appears, it may appear as an A plus setup, but as time flows and as the progression of transactions occur, the A plus trade will transition out of that A plus trade and then change into a different type of oh wow. Yeah. So essentially, even an A plus setup will eventually turn into a F trade. So before that occurs, I need to exit the trade. So every trade enters at a setup and then exits based on the progression and how it evolves into the oh wow. So it's an evolving trade. It's an evolving trade.